Well, hello everyone, welcome in the 7th episode of Star Stream. Today we'll be continuing actually building the Rebel Tank, light tank actually. So hello everyone, I see the chat is going crazy today, so let's catch up quickly as there are quite a bit of people here. Spyzu, welcome to the stream, great to see you here. Bob Likes Bricks, welcome as well. Outer, hello, great to see you man. Kamix, welcome to the streams. General Stormtrooper, CM's Production, Pop Funk UK, welcome to the stream. Galaxy Republic, Timmy, PSB, I'm sorry, I won't read it correctly probably. PSBBX, too hard name, but welcome to the stream. What is LT01? LT01 is my designation for my tank mocks. LT stands for the light tank and 01 because it's the first tank I made. So hello everyone, I hope I didn't skip anyone. Timoteo, also welcome to the stream. So guys, today we'll be continuing the Rebel Tank which we were building like 2 weeks ago, because last Saturday was the video which I saw you liked, the fixing of the really overpriced battle pack. So hello everyone joining. Face reveal won't happen, man. Probably not anytime soon. I said that I will do a face reveals of some sort if I will go to any convention, but other than that I don't see really the need for it. So it won't happen. So on the last stream we were building this tank which I made some concept art here. Oh, here actually. It's a sketch for a tank which I think I will do for it, but we will see. We had a part of it done on the previous stream, but it is in the thumbnail. But I upgraded it. I kind of went back and changed some stuff. So here is the upper section after some changes made. As you can see, I applied that Rebel aesthetic to it from the 2008 Rebel Trooper Battle Pack. It was 2008 or 9? 8. I believe it was 8. With the color scheme for the Rebel Alliance stuff. And actually, if we are talking about that, there was a fun piece there with a sticker with the Rebel logo, which I managed to get my hands on recently. So I'll try to implement it for this tank. I'm not sure how I'll do it, but that's the hope, definitely. You better at mocks than Coconut. Coconut does completely different mocks from me. It's a complete different style, so you shouldn't compare us. We are both doing great in our niches of mock building, and Ethan is doing a fantastic work as a content creator, so props to him for that. Guys, you went quite silence. Am I heard right? Is everything alright with the audio of the stream? But continuing, I'll wait for your... What's the difference? The difference is that there are just different approaches to mock building, and that's all I should say here. So yeah, this is the upper section for our tank. Looks good so far. Bob Likes, thank you. So as you can see, we have, I don't know, from it's hard to navigate. Oh, this picture here, and you can see that the side angle is pretty much spot on. I managed to make this bubble clear piece much more protruding from the back, so that is fun and exciting. It will be a two-part section. The minifigure actually fits here, but the second one I hope to add here will probably not fit. I mean, this is such a complicated section, overcomplicated actually, because I wanted additional colors and to be a quite minifigure scale. So audio is good, so great to hear. We have little cannons which I also swapped because it's supposed to be the light tank, so it looks like a World War II tank. Yeah, that was the intention for it, really. The World War II tanks are old, and Out of Star Wars is inspired by World War II aspects, so I thought that it will be a fun approach to it. Especially that Rebel Alliance has all these rusty rusty things in their equipment, so I feel like it's just working. Iskan, welcome. I'll be joining later if you're still here. If I will be here, then it will be great to catch you. Yeah. So this is also the front section. As you can see, we have the. I wanted really to add a color scheme and character to it for the Rebel Alliance faction, and there is a piece I managed to get my hands on from that 2008 battle pack, and this is this fun piece with the logo on it, of the Rebel Alliance logo. So I don't know where to put it honestly in that design. Probably somewhere here or in front, to have that logo in front of this piece. But I'm not sure how it will work out with the design I have on the concept. But it is a concept art. It's supposed to be just a reference of what I want to actually make. And it will be with the trial and error of the building. So that is for the plans for today, is just to finish this tank. It is a made up. Yes, it is a made up tank. It does not exist whatsoever in Star Wars. So it is completely fan made, and I wanted to have some fun with the possible creations of tanks. So I made in early chapter on my channel, so the beginnings 2018 actually, there was quite a bit of custom vehicles I made for Star Wars Universe, and I thought that it would be fun to return to the roots in that area, and I wanted to build some tanks, especially as I really enjoy tanks for quite a bit during my life, so it will be probably a good option for me going forward to have some tanks on the channel. I bought also some trucks. These are huge trucks. I have no idea what the set they came from. Probably something like maybe a Lego City bulldozer or something similar to it. So I thought about using them, but I'm not sure if they will not be too big, honestly, for the scale of this. But we'll see. So let's start maybe building something, because I'm talking quite a bit and we are going live for 15 minutes and we haven't started building actually anything. So I'll grab a bar, I'll grab this Technic beam, which I will attach my wheels to. General Stormtrooper Starmax, can I get a shout out? Generally no, because if you'll be asking for a shout out, there will be more people asking for it, and I don't know your content, man, and I don't know what you're producing. If I will see something good on YouTube, I'll definitely shout it out, but just like that, not for now, man. So yeah. If you're still in chat, I'll stop to you. Oh, CM Productions seems to be eager to subscribe to you, so yeah, you got a new subscriber, right? Congrats. So this site will probably be perfect. I don't think I have to do something to cover this reddish brown axle, but that will be worry for another time. For now, I just want to build this suspension for it. It's probably need to have at least 8 stats of width if we want to have this at a nice angle. So I need 2 4x8 base plates to nicely attach it, because this is a whole section, so it will be easy to just slap it onto base plate like this, besides this little piece that will be separately connected. So I feel like I can do this and just attach it slightly, so I can have a nicer base for it. So let's make this here. What's that connection? Ah, there is no actual difference here. So I'll go like this, like this. I need something stronger for this part here. So I went with this, and I need probably that, yeah, to have that. So this will be the back section, and I need some 1x2 tiles, 1x2 tiles here and here. How are you guys doing today? What you're up to? Are you building something in particular or just enjoying the stream in the back? So yeah, I have pretty much the assembly for this part. Probably I need also some in the front, but it isn't really necessary because I need to have a texture for the future. And yes, this is working nicely as a base, which I will slap onto the tracks. So the tracks will be something like this. So this is quite a very light attachment because it's only by the jumper plate, but I need it if I want to have it at this exact ratio of the gun. Alright, I'm back. So I need more axles. For now we'll just slap onto... It will be probably the exact length I need, which is sweet, honestly. Yeah, this will work out exactly as I hoped. And let's see if this track fits. Yeah, it fits. And it even rolls. I'm building a small Imperial MOG. Spyzo, oh, that's interesting. Will it be some kind of a base or just an outpost or battle, little camp scene, or just maybe patrol scene? The patrol scenes were really a thing in 2018. There was a lot of MOGs depicting just a certain patrol or a trooper patrol or just this kind of concepts for a MOG. It kind of disappeared, honestly, but maybe there is something happening on shorts. I'm not really paying attention too much to the short form content. But I sometimes like to check out, guys, what you are building in the community, in the YouTube space. Because there are many fun creators that left MOG building, or just LEGO Star Wars community in general. And it's been a ghost town of creators from 2018. 2017, 2018 era, as I like to call it. So all of you that are still sticking out, are sticking to the passion. Huge congrats to you guys. It's fun to see that people are still here. So I need. All right, we'll do this. Oh, I have. So I have exactly 4. How do you have so many Lego parts? General Stormtrooper, it didn't happen overnight. Unfortunately, I wasn't just privileged to... I'm privileged to buy many parts because I earn money, and YouTube partially helped me a lot to build this build this collection. So thanks to you guys, there is a lot of my appreciation for you because of your watching my videos, but I'm kinda stretching at the point. It happened over the years. You can check out my early days on YouTube, and there were just little creations that I made. Little creations. There were little, there were bigger. The creations I made just by destroying some of my sets and just trying to have enough parts to build something. And after that, I was starting to gradually getting more and more parts, which grew to the extent you see now, and I'm still investing in parts from time to time, but definitely not the crazy amounts because Lego is expensive. Lego is a very expensive hobby, and that is just the reality of it. So I hope that answers your question. Slowly, just step by step, man, and you will also grow your collection. Boy, this isn't the strongest, but also when you're building, I'm actually interested, guys. If you're building, you're also building just some things that are supposed to hold up quite decently, but you're not sure if it will be on even the final design. So just slap a few pieces together and see how this works. Ooh, these tracks have a bit of weird traction, or maybe there's just too much friction. Oh no, there's something weird about the feeling. I know you can't really tell, but these tracks actually backtrack a bit. That's a mouthful to say. Yeah, they're quite harsh to move around. Maybe this isn't a wheel for them. Exactly. So yeah. And this will be... Oh! that looks kind of ridiculous. And definitely isn't anything like the concept suggests. The front look. Oh, the one up here. The one up here. So, as I said, I'm not sure if these tracks will be working for this tank. Maybe if I will build it like this, that the turret will be on the back, but it's still like too big, right? Because it should be a light tank. That was the designation for it, and I want to keep it a light tank. The rebel medium or heavy tank would be something possibly for the future, but for this I hoped to make it a light tank. And with these tracks it will be looking kind of like a medium or heavy, because do I have any minifigure near me? Probably not in my reach. Wait a moment, guys, wait a moment. Alright, I'm back. So, this is a minifigure and this tank is really huge next to it, so it shouldn't be a light tank. Maybe I will try to make the width a bit smaller and we'll see how this works. Are you sure you're building Lego Star Wars? Cause it looks like a tank. General Stormtrooper, have you seen Star Wars? How many tanks we have there? Corp Alliance tank droid, Armored Assault tank droid. We have UT-80, which is kind of a tank. We have a fighter tank, and these are just for the Republican separatists. You have also the super tank from Geonosis. There is a bunch of rebel tanks, most notably the ones from the Battlefront 2005 with all those rocket launchers. There are Imperial tanks like the Imperial version of the fighter tank as well, but of course the Hover tank from Rogue One. There are tanks. First Order has a... Do First Order have a tank? I don't think so. At least I do not recall. There is 80HH. It's a 80 Howler that carries the huge gun on the on crate, but it is a walker, I believe. It is a walker. So there are no First Order tanks that we know of, and the Resistance doesn't have a tanks either. But there was a concept art. There was a really ridiculous concept art for the Resistance tank for the Rise of Skywalker or the Last Jedi, probably the Rise of Skywalker. That they just pick the BB-8 huge make BB-8 like a huge body, and instead of BB-8 head there was a turret, and that was kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie, ridiculous but fun. Star Wars should be fun. Maybe you can try 3 small tracks per side. Three small tracks per side. Maybe I have a smaller tracks too, but I hope to use these actually, and I will try to make them work. But if they are not, I will switch to smaller tracks, because I have on hand also the smaller ones. So we'll work around it. But now I just need some connections to make it 6 of the width for... Oh, actually, screw that. I will use base plates. So 1, 2, and 3 for some stability. Like this, like this. Andreas, welcome to the stream. Great to see you here. How are you doing today, man? What are you up to? Are you building something? Watching, just chilling? Alright, so we have this, and I need to have something to make it higher. Definitely more higher, so... Ooh, that is kind of interesting. Alright, and slap it onto the... Even with the side panels, like I have on the concept art, it will not work, because you literally will have something like this, that you have additional panel here. That is something for a heavy tank or a medium tank at best. So after much consideration, and we are scrapping this design. Oh well, that happens. And actually, it happens quite a lot when you're building something, but not if you have a time challenge video. Then you just need to go along, and usually when I do time challenge videos, they are just pre-planned to some extent that I do not leave too much room for mistakes, because if you will make it, then oh well, you just lost a lot of precious time. Make it longer from front to back, maybe. Yes, but the section here, I don't want to rework it anymore, so the section here is what I want to use, and it is a good size for a light tank. It's actually kind of big, but it will work just because there is not enough protection for this tank, so it's called a light tank. So it doesn't have a lot of armor. So yeah, there is no problem with that. I have smaller trucks. These ones here. Oh, I highlighted the longer. As you can see, they are considerably smaller, and these ones were actually used in the Thread Speeder, first of the Thread Speeder from the Rise of Skywalker initial wave for the Passana Speeder Chase. Yeah, so this is the same. This is literally the same truck, and I have some wheels for it. All right. Nothing for today. I filmed a new stop motion scene yesterday. I'm collecting ideas. Oh, Andrew, that's awesome. Always good to hear about the productive day. All right. This is like by 8 from what I can see. But this truck has a much different system, attachment system, so I need to figure out a possible solution to it. Maybe this will go nicely. So I need Technic beams. Hello there, General Kenobi. I'm joking. Bibrick Builds, welcome to the stream. Great to see you here. How are you doing today? I hope everything is fine for you. I just finished uploading a clone base mock, heavily inspired by your builds. Oh man, that's awesome to hear. I hope you had a great time building it, because that's the most important thing with this. Was it based on some design from Star Wars, or just completely made that up? Oh, there is of course nothing wrong with that. I'm making up bases all the time. Almost all the time. So yeah. What legion did you use, or battalion, for it? I'm building a less miserable MOX, if you know what it is. Timothy, I don't. Less miserables. I have no idea. Is it a TV show? Is it a film? Or a universe? Because I honestly have no idea what it is. Alright, so this will go like this. And I need to... Actually, no. No. I need to have this piece. And this. I did, it was really fun, completely made it up. one on the some forest planet. Oh, that's interesting. It is a 212th Legion based. That's a fun. Those are fun figures to use, especially that Commander Cody if you have him. I really like this figure. All right, and this is nice. This is nicely what I. This is exactly what I was hoping for, but this is kind of loose. So I need a bar piece. Or preferably this will be great, but I think it will restrain the movement of the wheel. Yeah, it won't work like this. Oh, so that might be a certain problem. Which, because anything longer will be not working, as I hope it will. But maybe for now I'll just use a longer wheel to see if it's even working as I hope. It doesn't need to roll, it just needs to stick nicely. And I need this piece to block it. Yeah, I have the OG Commander Cody, but I use the Clone Army Customs version for Cody. Oh, it's a probably very detailed minifig. Clone Army Customs does some fun stuff. Expensive, but overall customs are expensive. Les Miserables is a Broadway show and a movie based on the French Revolution, so it's fun doing all French architecture. That's interesting, man. I never heard of it, so that's why I'm asking. So yeah, and basing in on real life architecture will probably also be a lot of fun to do, because you can work a lot with the actual source material. So we have the tracks made, and it will be probably a good scale, but it's not enough to make this concept which I made. But I don't think that this concept can be made if those previous tracks didn't work, and I don't have anything that will work right now for the middle section. I don't have enough of these tracks probably. So I'll probably use only this and make it like a back heavy design, and I have this part that would go here, and this could be a base for a light tank. It's actually kind of fun. Yeah, this is what the design we'll be going with. This front, I don't know, and this back heavy section of the armor, with the front being much more sloper. Actually, it will be kind of reminiscent of the fighter tank in some way, but it will be just a rebel version with the lighter equipment, but more of it. I think it will work, so let's go for it. And I think I have. That's the reason I don't have enough of these pieces, because I feel like I was experimenting with these tracks before, so I need to find the component that I made for them, because I'm sure it's just lying around somewhere here. So give me a second as I will try to locate it around me, because there is a few bins underneath the table that I have just some stuff that I'm not using that often, so it all doesn't make sense to have it on the table. That looks great. Brick Beagles, thank you very much. Oh, and here they are. Yeah, so they will be just perfect for it. So we'll have this. It needs to be a lot higher, but just like in the front to make it semi-work. And this will be actually kind of fun. This will be fun looking. So yeah, just by some try and error, guys, we have probably the design which is back heavy a lot. but it shouldn't be a problem. So let me just prepare a better base for it with some plates sticking up here and additional plates. I will remove these longer tiles because I really do not need them right now. And actually, let's incorporate some white pieces because I need white for the thing. Let's move that out of the way. I have some white parts on the... Yeah, so this will be the base I'm going to use. So the white is really giving into the camera. So like this. It doesn't really need to be a strong connection because the Technic bricks are far more sturdier than the regular bricks, and I don't know what tolerances are there between the bricks, but they usually hold really nicely with plates. So it should be enough, and then you just slap this part here and this. Oh, and it fell off. As I said, it just fell off. And it's supposed to hold nicely. And I want to have on the front a bit of a nicer angle to it. So this will be looking something like this, which is nicely. I think this concept art will not reflect the final look, but it's fine. The main body section of it will be just like it, but moreover it will be just a thing that will be it came up with the entire thing completely, so there is no need to be really sticking to it that much. So I want to have those elements. I build that specifically like this to attach some rounded elements here. And I wonder if it will be just a plate, but on the lower section there will be no possibility to attach the inverted slopes, so that is out of the way. So probably some bracket combination, like using these pieces. These bracket pieces are awesome. They are so useful for your builds. Probably. So it will need to be in front like this, and I need to have some kind of a actually this math will work nicely here. I believe 2 plates here will be enough to cover this spot, and I have them on hand. And actually double elements, yeah. So, no, not this. And the tracks are falling off. As I said, they are holding nicely, they just started to falling off completely. Yeah, and this will be the nice angle to it, which I will have replicated already. I'm building a duel on Mustafa and will make a stop motion. General Stormtrooper, that's a ambitious scene to recreate if you are trying also to recreate the environment, the lava. The lighting will be tricky with it, as lava will be lighting, and this is quite a dark scene. So I'm interested in how we'll solve those technical issues probably. So yeah, that will be definitely fun to see, man. That would be good. BB Rigs, thank you. BB Rigs builds, alright. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. In the front, I want to have a rounded assembly. I feel like it will be just perfect for it. And I need to have a white bracket element piece. Oh, here it is. So, using again this connection to build up the front section, and this is protruding so much from the design, and it isn't holding really, but we have a nice spot here which will be perfect for a 1x1 rounded plate, which now just should nicely connect there with a nice, I mean should. And it, oh yeah, and here it is. And it's nicely sturdy now. I can even hold it by this. It's a solid connection. But in the front I need to have a rounded assembly, which I had semi-built assembly for the different design, and we'll see how this will work out. Yeah, so I was playing around with various connections for this tank, but I thought about using them on the back section for it. But this can work nicely for the front. So I have this quite a, not a tricky, a simple design of the round, because Rebel Alliance's stuff is quite round in comparison to the Imperial stuff that is very geometrical and very symmetrical. The Rebel stuff are all over the place. If you were looking on MC85 or Home 1, they are much different in terms of the design wise. I will try my best. General Stormtrooper, I'm sure you do. So that's why I'll be using a lot of roundness for this build, and this should work pretty nicely for the front of this build. But it's very loose connection because there isn't much holding this front besides those two bracket pieces, which on the camera is just looking like a big white ring, so I'm sorry for that. It's just, it isn't a very cheap webcam, but it is still a webcam. Webcam doesn't do a good job at balancing white stuff on the white table, so that is why. Guys, this is starting to look really nice. I mean, it's a fun tank. There's need for some details here in the front. I'll leave the tracks uncovered, because I feel there is quite a bit of vehicles like Copper Alliance Tank Droid, like the Tread Speeder, which has exposed tracks to it. So yeah, I'll leave the tracks open. This is a light tank, it doesn't need protection. It's fast, it has light equipment, light armor, light cannons, but it's fast, it's mobile. So that's what I will be trying to go for with this design. The back section is kind of, and the lower foundation is not existing, so we need to work on this. But other than that, I feel like it is a solid design. I love it that I can attach it without any problems so easily. So for the front, I feel like there should be, if this is dark bluish gray, I don't know if I want to have more dark bluish gray on the main thing, but maybe white ingot pieces will be good for the detail in the front. Something like this. Actually no, this isn't working completely. I'll probably just use simple, effective corner tiles. Which should be more than fine. Can I actually put here? No, it will not work. No, unfortunately not, because I would like to strengthen this front section with additional support, but it will not hold up, so I will leave it like as it is. And the corner. And this, yeah, this flashes really nicely. It's still kind of protruding, but you can't really do much about it. Maybe by making some inverted slopes here. I really enjoy how the front looks. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. It's a fun assembly, definitely. Actually, there is to have a bit of white segment like this, to have a nicer design variety in the front. And here will be perfect, those light bluish tiles with the cutout for the corner piece, but I don't have those. So I'll be working around with around it by just using regular tiles. And this would be the design. The front is nice. I don't know if I want to have a grill piece here, like the additional vent. Probably would be good so, because I can imagine that this thing would generate some heat, especially at the speed it's supposed to be moving. So like here there will be this, and the ingot pieces will be in front to give a nice detail. And let's see how this looks. And this is kind of falling off. So yeah, I'm not sure about that white stripe, honestly. Maybe the other way. No, actually completely cut it off. Oops. Alright, I will leave it on the ground. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like this design. Alright. And I need... Actually, this also isn't necessary, this bracket piece here. So, those two pieces. This 2x3, actually 2x3, and in the front I will have additional just regular. What is here? What is dark bluish gray piece doing with light bluish gray pieces? And just here doing this kind of thing. Yeah, and it will be concealing much better. Yeah, sleek and nice. That's what I was hoping for. Because sometimes over-texturing isn't the way to go. Found this light and hopped in. Empire Bricks, hello, welcome to the stream. Great to see you here, man. How are you doing today? Are you up to something cool? Are you building something? Just enjoying or searching through YouTube? Yeah. Is Starbucks building a tank? Yes, I'm building a fan-made, completely made by me tank, which turned out a bit different from the concepts, but concepts are generally for just overall look. And we have a nice concept upper section, but the lower section is just a completely revamped thing. There is nothing in it that connects to the concept. But I got that piece quite recently, so it just works perfectly for the front. You can't go wrong with it. So the lower section is now just the main obstacle to complete this. Probably I want to have rounded slopes here, and I don't think I have those 2x2. Oh no, I have them. Maybe continuing the white stripe as well. Oops. That was unfortunate. They have few of those white inverted. Yes, I have inverted slopes. Let them be there. But I need again 2 more inverted slopes, 1x2 slopes. You went all the way from Star Wars to World War II. It looks lovely. Empire Bricks, I mean, the tanks are all part of Star Wars. There's just a lot of them in the universe. And entire Star Wars has a lot of, I mean, the dogfights, the X-Wing battle on Death Star on Episode 4 is just really a dogfight, World War II dogfight, so there is a heavy inspiration there, and I'm just continuing that approach. It looks lovely, thank you. That tank looks chubby. There is something chubby about it, definitely, but it is a Rebel Alliance design. Those are just made from whatever the Rebel Alliance could get their hands on and put together to make it work. A light version of a vehicle that for the spotting, I think it will be just enough. So maybe I will just do a single stripe, because I can't find the piece. That should work nicely here, so that's what we are going to do. Yeah. Try an Imperial tank sometime to pair it up. Empire bricks, you might be onto something. I will leave it at this. This, like I stated in the previous live stream, this is a part of a bigger project. So I'm building with you this tank to just showcase it and to have a fun time on a stream. But it is a part of a bigger project, so I'm going to leave it at that. And I need... actually, maybe let's focus on the back section, because the entire foundation will be quite easy to make. Guys, and this is what I'm talking about. Excuse me. Normal people see this. Not see this, but build from the foundation to the upper section, right? And we did the complete opposite. We started from this dome piece, and we went into down complete. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. It's been a long day, guys. Don't judge me. It's been a long day today. And I announced the live stream, so I'm doing it, but it was definitely a long day. They use World War II playing sounds mashed together to make some Star Wars sounds. So yeah, the stupid stormtrooper. I'm not sure if I welcomed you to the stream, but if not, then welcome. If yes, then welcome again. Great to see you active in the chat. So yeah, Star Wars has a lot of inspiration drawn to. I mean, Empire and yeah, some country. There's a lot of, and the First Order as well. I mean, just 30 years of peace. The Allied forces retreated with their armies, stopped focusing on the growing potential threat that was dwarfed in the First War, and then this evil faction re-emerges stronger and more fanatical than ever. No, I see some dangerous similarities to the world. What was the first mock you ever made, and do you still have it? Pop Funk UK, the first ever mock. Probably something made up completely. Maybe a plane, maybe a little tank, maybe a little speeder from just a bin of... My first Lego that I got was just this, not large even, just a bin of random parts. That some of them are still with me today. Like, for example, guys, this is my professional YouTube camera equipment stand that I use for the videos since 2017. And it does wonders for recording. I mean, literally, I'm using this since 2017 at least. And it's kind of made loose in some places. But those yellow Technic beams seen more than I did, definitely, because they were both used from, I don't know, from some people, because I got it on Christmas, so I don't know the backstory about it. So they are definitely older than me, but this works excellently for just having the camera here and recording all that stuff. So this is your professional YouTube tripod. And I have a smaller version too because I was too tired of constantly switching this up. So yeah. Okay, looks great. Is that a rebel pilot in there? Yes, it is a rebel pilot. It is a rebel pilot that even has a nice access to it. It's a really nice minifigure from Rogue One Wave. I love those rebel pilots. I love also the Republic pilots. The blue looks just amazing of those guys. And I hope we get at some point, maybe with Ahsoka's second season, we get some infantry troopers, the New Republic forces from that time. There's so much fun stuff there to get. So we have the rebel pilot here that is just sitting nicely and looking through the dome piece, and yeah, it works. Sometimes I feel like the Empire were the good guys just brainwashed by Dark Palpatine. General Stormtrooper, and I wouldn't call the Empire the good guys, but there was a lot of people that were just doing thought that they're doing their job, like Cyril Karn, for example. He believed in the system that Empire built. Plant the right ideas into the right markets, right? And it's scary to think how this relates to the current world. To make beliefs to. I won't go too much political here. But yeah, and when you look at this and the some of the Imperials turned back to the rebellion when the Empire did the Operation Cinder, right? And you have then the First Order, that is just the worst of the worst from those Imperials that left. Then they rebuild it and they made a completely fanatical, Imperial idealized society, which is just completely crazy to think about. But yeah, the Empire, well, just out of the people that valued careers, like the Ramiro, and didn't looking at the consequences until it was too late, and the machine swallowed them eventually. There is so much good lore there. Yeah. Hello there, Stormy Cube. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you, man. Here. How are you doing? That's deep, but I support your idea. Empire Bricks, thank you. It works. Yeah, the stunt was necessary. General Stormy, you're a bold one. Yo, move. Oh, we are going to go down this route, aren't we? I mean, I'm not sure if I can say that much in the continuation of just quotes from The Revenge of the Sith. I seen it this February. I rewatched it after like 6 years, which was crazy to say, but yeah. And it was fun. I definitely love that. My favorite part about the film is just music and the overall scale of the film. Yeah. You guys should collab, Spicer. Me and I'm not sure who you're talking about. Stormy Cube, you're doing good. So that's great to hear, man. That's great to hear. I stopped building. Let's maybe return to this because I got carried away. But that's fun of live streaming. Sometimes you're building and grinding. No, this will not work as there is. No, this will not be good. I mean, here I can use this, but honestly, make it just a bit slower, a bit smaller. Probably something like this. No, it's still not oops, completely not the angle I want. But do I need to even cut that much? Maybe just putting some inverted stuff will be enough, because do I have inverted? There is a fun oh yeah, I have it. This normally it would be a 1x2 inverted slope brick, but they released it in this cutaway version, like inverted piece to this, and sometimes it saves you, really, but I'm not sure if I have enough of them for the back. I definitely have like 4, because sometimes I'll buy some stuff on Bricklink that I see, oh, that's a fun piece, maybe I'll use it, and I'm getting like 6 pieces of it. I hate to be right. Of course I don't have more. So I will just use them for this section here, and it should be enough. hopefully. So something like this. So this will be hold. Yeah, it will be enough for me. And we lost a piece there. Back away. I will deal with this Jedi slime myself. and it's continuing, guys, and it's continuing. Spies on. I'm not big enough. Starmax is the best mock builder ever. Ooh, that's a bold claim. I don't think, man. I appreciate a lot the very kind comment from you, but in my opinion, there isn't something like the best mock builder. Everyone are doing their stuff. It's also like saying it is something is the best movie or TV series. The art can be judged objectively, in my opinion. There's always experience to it. There's always opinion around it. There's always a backstory we are bringing into the story that is presented on the screen, for example, or in the media or in the art, and we are always expressing it through ourselves. So if your favorite, thank you, I really appreciate it. But best, no, there's so many great talented people that are doing fantastic job, and yeah, that's my comment on that. Yeah, you are. I'm subscribed to both of you. Plus, you are bigger than mine. I got 15 followers on Insta. Spyzo, everyone started from scratch. I was never really I was never active before I started the YouTube channel. I watched quite a lot of YouTube in. I call it Lego Star Wars YouTube probably from like 2015, from when I returned with the Force Awakens being the main thing of the time I returned to Lego Star Wars after my Dark Age, small Dark Age. So yeah, I watched a lot of YouTube back then. So here. Actually, this might be working. This might work. But I'll do something like this. And for this element here, I will need to have something different. Maybe this piece. I mean, I have this one on hand. And it will definitely not hurt to use. Hi guys, I'm here. Captain Rex, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I really look up to you in Lego building. Stormy Cube, oh that's really nice from you to say, man. I hope you'll find a lot of value and you'll have a great time with building, definitely. Because that's what I'm always saying, is the most important part is to have fun. I mean, I'm actually surprised I have never built a Lego Star Wars tank before. I always enjoyed tanks. Always, since I was a kid, and that I didn't build anything from tank stuff is kinda crazy. But hey, better late than never. Oh, this back section is kind of a mess, but I know how to fix it. Like this, and this is what I wanted exactly. This kind of slope piece to transition nicely. And yeah, this should be it for this section. I will just use here plates. There is no need for anything more fancier. The foundation won't be even seen, so let's not make our life difficult, shall we? Yeah, so that will be it. So guys, I think we are on a very good way to finish this tank. Always with mock building on a live stream, there is always a bit of not maybe a scare or anything like this, but just possible concern that I won't be able to finish it because there'll be just so much so much talking, or I will just not focus enough. So live building is kind of tricky one because you want to entertain the audience and want to be active with the chat and responsive, but at the same time you try to focus on building. So that's always interesting to figure out how to do it nicely. So it will be a nice viewing experience for on the stream, but also that the design you're making up is right one, or at least will work to some degree. This plate here, and a nice plate back here. So this should be much more longer, not longer, but just much steeper. Yeah, this actually will work really nicely. I probably won't attach in the final these two pieces because they hold up nicely. As I said, this is a nice foundation. If you're not really just bumping around it, there is no need. Oh, it fell off. There's nothing really happening there, and you can still probably drive around it. Yeah, nicely, easily, without any concern of it breaking. So yeah, this should be left like this. And I'm thinking, should I even... I mean, I definitely need to add something here to this section. And that's what I'm going to do, but I kind of like it that this is much more on the... like a bit higher, so you have this nice element here of some exhaust points, maybe from the heat of the tank, and this looks nice with this just left over here. And we have this section which is a bit lower. Those are just minor details of a mock builder that hyper focuses on details, guys. Maybe that may be too big, too much to some, but it's just me. Lego Timmy, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So I'm thinking if the front angle like this, if it's standing on a base plate, is nice. I feel like this is it. I mean, I don't even need those 2x2 tires that I knocked over and spilled around the table. So that was a great sacrifice for nothing, but whatever. Where is... oh, here. I'm planning to do some kind of reorganization of my elements, probably by the end of the year, because I'll be preparing for the bigger projects next year, and there is a lot to be done there. So I'm thinking about getting some more of these bins, actually, those bigger ones. But I really like my sorting system now, so I'm not sure if I will even try to do it this year. It looks like the resistance escape pod with wheels. Let's test your theory, shall we? Shall we? I don't see much of the resemblance, honestly. I mean, yeah, there is a round element here and there is a round element here. On the back, no. On the sides, no. And yes, there is a round column here, so maybe if you inverted this. The front, completely no. No, I don't see it. It's a fun set, honestly. I miss those places that cost like $30, $35, that just were some kind of a vehicle, a scenery with a bunch of new figures, more niche figures that were just cheaper to go buy. Currently there are just... if there is a set with interesting figures, or just a free fun figures, it starts like a $50 price point at least. So that's my take on it. So I'm here. Adam Adam has joined to the stream. Not right at the end, but we have just finished the tank, man. So welcome. I hope welcome to the stream, Adam. Great to see you here. I hope you're doing well and you didn't sacrifice sleep or any meaningful connections in life to appear today, but I highly appreciate it. So we have finished the tank. As you can see, Adam, it came out quite differently from the concept art, but the concept art is the concept art. The main bulk of it, so this section here, is just like exactly like it's in the concept art. So the upper section. But the lower section, it turned out that the tracks are completely too big, and it looked really ridiculous. So we went with this smaller design, and this piece does wonders for this design with the Resistance logo from 2008 Rebel Trooper Battle Pack. With that awesome, that was also a tank, no, it was actually more like a speeder, but it was a speeder tank, so yeah, land vehicle that had a turret. So yeah, I can call it a tank. So it was inspired with the color scheme with that. So yeah, it is. It has a nice elevation of the gun, a few degrees up, few degrees down. So this is the primary light cannon. You have a very light cannons here, probably something like the Crab droid had, just a slight blasters to help support the infantry. One crew is visible. We can say that one crew member also is sitting right here, right? We can just use the imagination. He is right there piloting the tank, but I cannot put him physically there. It's just not possible. This is such a cramped space there to make all of this work and to be just in a one segment like this. I will try to talk about it in the video. On the video, I'll make a showcase how this was built. Probably I'll just take some bits apart of it and show it on camera, because that was the hope for that, use it in a mock someday. So that is a little bit of a teaser here. Okay, how do you define these vehicles? I would love to build something like this. I just don't want to build something like an 8080. Adam, it is something completely made up. This sketch is from September of the previous year, and the idea for these tanks are from August of the previous year, so it took me 1 year. That video should have been in the September previous year, but I didn't manage to finish all the designs on time, so there wasn't it. And I hope to make it maybe in November. That was delayed to February, that was delayed to May, and now it is delayed indefinitely until I make more of the designs. So this is completely made up. On the screen you have some concepts that I made. I thought what a Rebel design would look like for a tank, for a light tank. I came up with what is on the screen, on the paper, but I made it actually this when I got this piece, because I wanted to use it. It kind of resembles a Republic fighter tank in a way. Those angles just work similarly, but the entire thing is rounded, which is similar to the Rebel Alliance designs, and I feel like it works fine. This back section is very simplistic, but I feel like it will do the job just right. Yeah, and it holds really nicely in the drawers. I don't think you can hear it. Probably so. Probably you have heard it now with the microphone. Oops, I almost turned over. Looks sick, dude. Thank you, FM. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It looks good. I genuinely thought it was some newish. That's how you spell it. I thought it was an unknown vehicle like the TIE Crawler. Crawler. Oh, hard word to say. The TIE Crawler is it's a really interesting vehicle. I know it appeared in the Empire at War. Was this a first appearance of that vehicle? For anyone that don't know what TIE Crawler is, it's just basically a TIE fighter instead of those vertical panels, it has tracks. So they made a tank out of the TIE fighter. I mean, it's such a Star Wars idea, and I love it. I love it. I love weird stuff that happens in Star Wars. It just was fun. And there's even a set of it, right? In 2006, maybe 7. It was before my era of interest in Star Wars, so I can't tell really. But it was probably something like that, 2007, I believe. Maybe 6. So, yeah. Yeah. So, that is all I had in store for this live stream. I hope to build it, and we have achieved it, guys. I mean, last final close-ups on the design of this thing. You will see it in the video at some point. But for all of you who are dedicated their time to spend with me here and to see how this is coming together really, and how much tricky stuff happened with this design, you witness it and you have an early look on the vehicle. I highly appreciate you joining and sticking with me through this stream. Through the silence moments we had and through the explosive talks we had, and some parts just spilled all over the table. And we'll be coming to an end of this live stream. But before that, actually, I said the most wrong thing the YouTuber can say, that we are ending and everyone just left. But for those of you who are sticking still, a few people, I will say this, that on the next Saturday there will be my biggest Battlefront 2 mock yet. It will be also the biggest mock this year, and still the Starkiller base is my biggest mock so far, but the biggest mock for this year will appear on this incoming Saturday. Channel members will get already got some early look on the layout of it and the design for it, but they will get the early access probably Tuesday. I need to make some shots of me in the suit for that video and little animation, but all of the rest is just put together and finished, and so it shouldn't take long. You should make a video by making alternative builds with the new Star Wars summer sets. General Stormtrooper, that would be excellent idea if I bought summer sets. I bought only one and I just made that for the iFixed video, because I felt like it needed fixing. Actually, no, it's like my first video, which I thought the concept were fine. I titled it, I upgraded I upgraded Clone and Droid Battle Pack, but it didn't do much, and I realized, oh right, Star Wars fans, they like negativity, and I was unfortunately right. After I made the trailer, I fixed that video just got traction. So yeah. That's the backstory for that previous video, but for that exact video, 327 Star Corps Battle Pack, the fix was from the beginning. That set needed fixing. And that was the only set I bought for the Summer Wave, and I probably won't buy anything soon. Maybe V19 Torrent or Slave 1, because those two are actually not priced that terribly. For the rest, it's just a hard pass for now. If I find it cheaper, maybe. But yeah, alternative builds would work right now if I would release them right now. And there's a lot of work. There are some people that are making those alternative builds and they are great at it, so. But returning to the Saturday, yeah, Saturday will be my biggest mock for this year. And probably it will be biggest mock overall for this year. I don't have anything that big planned anytime soon. It was a fun one. It will be based on the Battlefront 2. And it was a very I don't want to say quick one, but it required a lot of dedication over a short period of time. The only one I'm getting is the Slave one on discount. Adam, yeah, if you don't have too much budget on Lego and you have other expenses in life, waiting on a discount will be a good way to go. I mean, I knew that I will buy that battle pack for content, so it was a bit easier for me. Even though that paying those $40, because I found it $5 cheaper, but $40 for that set was just too much again still. So, thank you very much everyone. To the replay gang that is watching right now, that catch up with the stream. Hello everyone, I hope you had fun listening to it, or watching it, or just If you wanted to, if you just skipped ahead to see the final build, you have right here some nice angles for it, because I know that some people are just skipping. Quite a bit of people are just skipping to the end to see the final result. So here it is. I like that you checked out the stream anyway. I don't want the rest though. They just look bad. I'm giving Lego more money. MTT. I feel like MTT is a very nice set. I really like the look of it. For the most part, I think for that scale it's working quite nicely. But other than that, yeah, there aren't too many good designs there. So, thank you everyone again for the joining for this live stream. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, evening, morning, whatever is in store for you. And see you soon.